Today we at Outright are making a big revolution. Today we will show you some declassified secret documents that will literally blow your mind. They reveal how US has been working on decades-old plans to assault Russia with its nuclear bombs. In the aftermath of World War II, when the US and the Soviet Union stood together as allies, a sinister plan was being hatched within the corridors of power. Recently declassified documents of the US War Department have shed light on a shocking blueprint that aimed to wipe the Soviet Union off the map. But what is even more chilling is the revelation that the nuclear attacks on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were merely a dress rehearsal. Today we will delve into the history to expose long-hidden truth about the US desire to bomb Russia. Buckle up for a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew. It was September 15, 1945, a mere 2 weeks after the official end of World War II, when the US War Department unleashed a blueprint that outlined the obliteration of 66 cities in the Soviet Union using 204 atomic bombs. Shockingly, this plan was devised while the US and the USSR were still supposed allies. These documents, prepared just 5 to 6 weeks after the devastating bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, revealed a shocking truth. The data from those attacks were used to evaluate the viability and cost of a much larger assault on the Soviet Union. Major General Nordstadt, in correspondence with the head of the Manhattan Project, General Leslie Groves, requested an estimate of the number of bombs required for national security. Then Groves, in response, stated that total destruction of a city was not necessary to render it ineffective, pointing to the obliteration of Hiroshima as evidence. This revelation suggests that Hiroshima and Nagasaki were nothing more than target practice for an even more devastating assault. As the Cold War intensified, the US war machine continued to devise plans aimed at the Soviet Union. One such plan was the insidious drop-shot plan of 1949, which involved dropping over 300 nuclear bombs and 20,000 tons of conventional bombs on 200 targets in 100 urban areas, including Moscow and St. Petersburg. Astonishingly, this plan was formulated even before Russia announced its nuclear bomb testing. The scale of destruction contemplated in these plans was far beyond what was witnessed in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The scope of the US plans to decimate the Soviet Union expanded over time. The initial blueprint, targeting 66 cities, grew to include 100 cities in the 1949 drop-shot plan. Later, during the Cold War, a comprehensive list emerged, encompassing a staggering 1,200 cities in the USSR, Eastern Europe, and China. These plans involved bombs with explosive capacities far greater than those used in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, ranging from 1.7 megatons to a mind-boggling 60 megatons. The death toll, had these plans been carried out, would have surpassed the horrors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki many times over. Well, after having watched these explosive details, now one must revisit the Russia-Ukraine war and USA's hidden motives behind it. That is why, even as USA's own economy crumbles under massive debt, it has been offering unwavering support to Ukraine worth billions. It is stretching the war to force Russia to resort to using its nuclear option, which could pave the way for the US for a nuclear retaliation, thus causing the complete annihilation of the Russian Federation.